Hey boos, in this video, I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it.
Cause I'm a boss. I haven't done anything for you to you are marrying a man who can support you.
Y'all, this is gonna be a very interesting live because my microphone is not working and I don't know why. It's not plugged. What's going on? What's going on? Should I start this over? Just give me a sec. Just give me a sec, y'all. Oh my gosh, it's not even. Hold on. I don't even know. Okay. Just give me a sec. What is going on back here with the cords? Hold on. Let's see. Hello? Can you hear me? Wait a minute, it's working. Okay. Did y'all hear me like scoot all the way to the window so I could like I got my slippers on. So I could like close the window because I have my window open. Okay. Yay. Okay. I hope I don't get canceled when I say this, but I hope I don't get canceled for not canceling Money Long, but I'm not canceling Money Long. Money Long. And let me just go down the list. I'm not canceling Money Long because y'all didn't cancel R. Kelly. Y'all didn't cancel Chris Brown. Y'all don't want to cancel P. Diddy. Y'all don't want to cancel Russell Simmons. Okay. Why is it that black women always get so like black women get canceled like cancel? We can't even properly cancel abusers in the black community. What's up with that? Y'all didn't cancel Dr. Dre. Hello? Ooh. So I'm not canceling Money Long. But I do want to talk about this though, because this whole situation with the whole Money Long, black women. Let me go ahead and bring up E. Kane here. Let me see. Because she recently spoke out about this. Oh, by the way, like before we get into the negative stuff, I saw this, y'all, and I was like, oh my God. Like, this is my dream, by the way. I want to adopt. This is my dream. And so I came across this video, y'all, and I was in tears. So cute. Okay. So let's get into this doesn't have to be negative. Aren't they adorable? This doesn't have to be a negative video. Honestly, it doesn't. I guess it depends on how you take it. So I wanted to talk about the polarity nuance that we're currently experiencing on social media. on one hand, yes, there are bots on social media, there are trolls, there are people on social media that are posing as Black women that are wanting us to create a divide on social media. But then also, this is where the contradiction comes in, right? There are a group of Black women out here who do bully Black women on social media. I just got to be honest with you. I draw the line when it comes to behavior that I feel is either like toxic or just bad. But I don't nitpick Black women. Does that make sense? Like, your edges do not have to be laid. You don't have to have a bust down middle part wig. Um, you could be the average Black girl. You know, you could be the statue in Times Square, and I'm not gonna like clock you like, girl, why is your hair not done? Why do you have that attitude? Like, I'm not that type of person. Even when it comes to Ashley from Love is Blind, I'm not canceling her. I just want her to learn from the experience, and I want her to grow from the experience. And I wanted to use her situation to showcase when you don't take accountability and you don't own your truth, and even when it comes to your faults and your wrongdoings, how that can come back on you and ruin your life, really. But at the same time, I'm not canceling Ashley from Love is Blind. What I want to see Black women do is to just be better. Not perfect. Better though. Better. Okay? That's it. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have that bust down middle part 30-inch wig. You can live a hard wig soft life if that's what you want to do. Or you know what? Maybe you just don't want to wear a wig at all. That's okay. Or maybe you want to wear your hair shaved. You don't want to wear hair at all. Maybe you're the type of the Black girl where you rocking the bald look, because I love that look. I think that look is sexy. So I'm just really big on Black women just being themselves, and I support them. I just don't support the dysfunction and the toxicity. It's me really being an advocate for like breaking cycles. Like, I'm really big on that. It's personally, I'm big on that. And I like to influence breaking generational cycles. Like, I'm so big on that. But that's as far as it goes. I'm not about perfection. Perfection is not real. But one thing I noticed about the Black sisterhood is we tend to project perfection on each other at all times. Even when it comes to Money Long, I wish she would have handled it better. I do believe that she was expressing her true feelings about being a Black woman on social media. Proximity to Black women is a big thing here when it comes to Money Long. So she's not gonna have too many non-Black women in the comment section, like, at her throat, because, well, majority of her fan base is Black women. So it's like, you know what I mean? But also, when it comes to Money Long, I can empathize with her, how she feels. Because when I came across Loren, who was posted, I was so disgusted by this, y'all. And I'm gonna get into E. Kane here. This girl has a banging body. Okay. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all can go straight to hell. Like, honestly, y'all can go straight to hell if you really feel like there's something wrong with Lauren's body. Look at this. Are y'all be so freaking for real? I feel like her body is so 70s coded. Y'all know I love eras, and I feel like her body type is so 70s coded. Um, 80s coded. Like, if you were a Black girl back then, Black women had like the big fros, and then they would wear like these halter tops, and then they would wear like the high-waisted shorts. Like, that's what she's giving. She's giving the girls a look. Okay? That's what she's giving, with a natural body. And look at the comments. Look at the comments. I was just like, really? This woman says she better have kids. Then this woman said, I broke my neck coming to the comment section. And let me also explain to you that I know the difference between a bot and a real person. And I know the difference when it's a person posing as a Black person versus it being a real Black person. Because some things can be said and it's culturally coded versus when it's a bot or it's a Black person posing as a Black person, it's typically racist coded or it is stereotypical coded. So yeah, I be knowing who's who behind these profiles. All right. Polarity, remember polarity nuance here. So a lot of people are going to say, well, that's a contradiction compared to what you said yesterday. No, it's not, because I understand that some things are culturally coded. And in this case, we can speak on the culture of shade within the Black community. Shade is when you are basically trying to shade another person about what they have on, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I be knowing when it's us and when it's not us. Okay. So when I made the comment about Money Long, yes, that definitely to me was a troll or a bot. Why? Because it was stereotypical coded, meaning it had to do with the Black woman being stereotyped with a bad attitude. You get what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and pull it back up. So I believe this was a bot or a troll. I don't believe this was an actual Black person.
Ever Black women that say they don't like my personality. You notice that? Because I'm being myself. I'm acting just like your raggedy mom and your aunties.
Now, I believe this was an actual troll because it was stereotyping a Black woman to have an attitude. Okay. And I believe that she took the bait and she thought that maybe it was an actual Black woman that said that. But I believe that it was a bot or a troll because it came from a stereotype. Now, there is cultural shade, though. Like, we all know what cultural shade is. This is a prime example of cultural shade. This was an actual Black woman that decided to body shame, well, get excited to body shame or talk shit about Loren from the Breakfast Club because she said, I broke my neck coming to the comment section. And we all know that that's cultural coded shade, right? And then this woman down here, she just said she better have kids. I believe that was an actual Black woman. So that to me is the difference. That is how I'm able to see who may be behind these profiles and things like that. And the reason is because it helps with your emotional intelligence. So you're not out here spazzing out like Money Long. Now, the reason why I'm not canceling Money Long is because she had a human experience. She was on social media just trying to have a regular day, Sunday, and she was being trolled on social media and she reacted. Okay. It may not have been her best moment, but who hasn't had their best moment when it came to them reacting to something where they felt like they were being disrespected? It happens, right? So I'm not canceling her for that. Also, let me see. Then, it's bad. Then there were some more comments, right? Somebody wrote, yo, they got her looking like somebody's old drunk auntie, titties just all over the place, being so disrespectful. Whoever took this picture needs a thrashing. That is what? Culturally Black coded, right? That's culturally Black coded. That's not a bot. That's a real person that left that comment. Also, this is too Black coded. Lord, lift us up where we belong. Black coded, right? Right? Okay. Black coded shade. I guess you could call it that. Let me go ahead. That's why I said the polarity nuance is definitely at play here, which makes Black women look like a contradiction, right? Just being honest. Just being honest. Two things can be true at the same time when you think of polarity. This here, it's bad when men have to chime in. So, oh, you want me to pull back up? Let me pull it back up. So y'all can see Loren again. Like, I was actually like shocked. People were talking about her breast. Y'all, natural boob sag. I don't understand. It's bad when men have to comment and say, this comment section proves that it's not us men obsessed with surgery bodies. It's actually women. Been saying this for years and y'all keep blaming us. Shaking my head. Then another woman decided to comment and say, no, this just proves that our right breast is bigger than the left. I don't understand why that was necessary. Then another woman commented and said, and we all know that is culturally coded as well. Then somebody else wrote, y'all in these comments a whole mess. That's a natural black queen right there. Now, also, we have to consider the fact that this is on site too, right? Because proximity to blackness is a real thing, but then also this is a black blog, right? Mm-hmm. And it's, some would say, messy, right? So you're not going to see the most positive comments under blogs like this from black people. I'm just being honest, right? So let's consider that as well. That's why I say polarity nuance is at play here. Let me see. Is it this one? No, that's the, oh, it was so bad that there was another black woman that commented and she said, y'all weird AF. Black women do better. We are our biggest haters. This is also culturally coded. Titties got shamar eyes. Okay. So that's how I'm able to determine if it's a bot or a troll, or if it is a real person, and if it's a person posing as a black person. One thing I noticed about when it's a person posing as a black person is they typically say something racist or they stereotype in some type of way. Okay. I don't understand what's wrong with Loren's body. I feel like she looks amazing. This is crazy. Really? This is so crazy to me. This is so crazy. So I'm not canceling Money Long, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not canceling her. Y'all can if that's what y'all want to do, but I'm not doing it.
Second speaks on the Muni Long anti-black allegations.
They saying Money Long is anti-black. Oh my gosh. Every time somebody say something about you black bitches, you bitches swear somebody is anti-black. No, bitch, y'all the anti-black ones. Why when nothing but black people talk about one person, they not called anti-black? Bitch, you talking about a black person. But then when Money Long respond and say no, nobody but black women hate on her because nobody but black women know her. Like, duh. Of course it's gonna be black people hating on her. That's like calling me anti-black because I talk about bitches that talk about me. You look up videos of E-Kane think pieces trying to judge me. It's mostly black women. Are they anti-black for talking about me? No. You bitches eat it up. So why when somebody clap back on a bitch and say it's nothing but black bitches hating on her, she anti-black? It do be nothing but black bitches hating on people. Fuck is we talking about? Look it up. All you gonna have to do is a quick Google search, a quick TikTok search. It's nothing but black people hating on black people. Y'all are anti-black as fuck. Y'all be hating. But because she got a platform, she anti-black and she responds. Shut the fuck up. You bitches is pussy. Like literally. Every fucking negative video is a fucking black bitch talking shit.
Oh my God.
Every video.
Is she lying? Is she lying about what she's saying? No, she's not. No, she's not. Could she have said it better? Of course. But so could have Money Long have said it better, right? But both of them are not being politically correct. But they're not lying, y'all. Like I shouldn't go under people. I shouldn't go under a post where a woman is showcasing her beauty in the way that she wants, right? And then the next thing I see are all these negative comments. One titty is higher than the other. Damn, her titties are saggy. And then it's the craziest thing about this is like, are you not a woman? Do you not get dressed in the morning? I can't believe y'all got me agreeing with E. Kane. I never thought I would ever see the day where I would actually agree with this girl on anything. On anything. But she's not lying, y'all. Like I've seen it. I've even dealt with it. I've been on the receiving end of it. I had to delete my Instagram and my TikTok because I would have ended up like E. Kane and Money Long, just spazzing out. and not going about it correctly. So you know what I did? I decided to delete, deactivate, and take a step back from TikTok and Instagram to take care of my mental health instead of staying on social media and then just going off and just reacting and blowing and just can't basically get myself canceled. So I had to log out of social media. I decided to just go ahead and just completely take a break. But not every Black woman is going to handle it like that. They're not going to always handle it in the best way. And E. Kane is one of those type of women where she don't know how to log out of social media. Okay, she stays logged in. Money Long decided to log out after the fact. She probably should have logged out a lot sooner as well. Know when to log out of social media and just take a break and walk away instead of engaging, because you're just not gonna you're not gonna win that fight. I don't know. I think the issue is that people see a woman like Loren who has natural breast, because natural breasts sag, and they project that on her, like she should be insecure about her breasts because I'm insecure about mine, or I'm insecure about natural breasts. I don't want my breasts to sag. And so she has to be a woman that shouldn't like her breasts at all, even though they are natural and they sag. So I believe that that's the issue. A lot of women come on social media and just project on other women. They project their insecurities on other women. Loren, she does not have to be insecure about how she has natural boobs and they naturally sag, as they should, because they are natural. I just don't understand. So this is the second time within the last, I would say, few weeks that Black women have seen a big mirror placed in their face about themselves and what they're choosing to do to other Black women and how they're choosing to project and reflect a behavior that's coming from themselves onto another Black woman and how that affects her in a negative way. And we're trying to gaslight the woman. And I believe there's some gaslighting that's going on here at the same time when it comes to Money Long, which is why I'm not canceling her. I'm not. There was some truth to what Money Long said. Did she go about it in the right way? No, she didn't go about it in the right way. But I'm not going to dismiss her feelings and her experience, though. Like, that's crazy. I'm not dismissing what she's saying she experienced. I just wish she would have handled it better. Okay? That's it. And then hold on, let me get into this too. Because so Glorilla went and got a nose job, but I remember when this video went viral.
I'm running booty short, cause my paper long. It's a Friday night.
Y'all remember when this video went viral? She was getting her makeup done by a makeup artist, and the makeup artist decided to show her work before and after. Now that she's worked with Glow, she can say and label herself a celebrity makeup artist, right? Promotion, business. Okay, the girls are collabing, they're working together. And so when this video went viral, y'all, the comments were disgusting. And they were coming from Black people. They were culturally coded shade. Let me show you what I'm talking about, because I gave you that example earlier. So where is it at? Oh, I highlighted it. She need to do a Patti LaBelle and Kelly. Now, what do you think she means by that? And that is an actual Black person, because it's culturally coded shade. Okay. Where is another culturally coded shade? Then the comments are so nasty that y'all are just hating on Black features. Of course. Hold on. There was another comment. Was it up here? Somebody. Oh, someone showed Duke Dennis. Okay. Black culturally coded shade, meaning this is not a non-Black person posing as a Black person. Okay. So I just wanted to show y'all that because it's like everyone wants to drag Glow for getting her nose done, but I'm like, y'all bullied her. Like, damn, not everyone can handle that shit, y'all. And that's the thing. Y'all want Black women to handle the bullying. Why are y'all putting that on them to handle? Why are we not putting it on the culture to not bully Black women? That's crazy to me. I just don't get that. And then it's not even that Black women just get bullied in school, like elementary, because it's young kids picking on, kids, they're immature, they don't know any better. It's like it never stops. Like even when they get out of school, like elementary, middle school, high school, they still are bullied, even well into their adulthood. So Black people are just so Black women have to be bullied their entire lives, and they're just supposed to take it. And see, that's what Money Long was saying. Like I'm just supposed to sit up here and just allow people to attack me on social media, and I'm not supposed to defend myself at all. And just still get bullied. Okay. Like here, prime example.
Just confirmed her nose job. She recently hopped on X to say and did after she had made headlines this morning for fans noticing that her nose looked a little bit more slender and more pointy than it usually does. I made a video earlier claiming that she got a nose job or some type of alterations on her nose, and y'all was dragging me to filth, calling me obsessed when it's looking like that is what she really did. Like I said in my previous video, I feel like her nose job is good and it's only gonna get better from here. When you get a nose job, I think it takes about a whole year to fully heal. I'm just glad that she's one of those girls who's gonna confess up to the cosmetic augmentations instead of having fans wondering, making all these wild conspiracy videos claiming if she did or if she didn't. I'm glad that she is just owning up to it and she's standing in her truth. As you guys can see, this was Glorilla's first nose, and the one at the top is her new nose. The one at the bottom is clearly just more rounded, and the one at the top obviously has more projection. I'm curious to know what y'all think about Glow's nose job. Now, personally, I feel like it looks really, really good, but let me know what y'all think down in the comments. She is getting it together. Let me know your thoughts.
Now, before Glow's nose job, there was this other girl that was getting dragged. Let me show you. I was just like, this is when I deleted TikTok. I deleted TikTok because of this. I deleted TikTok. For weeks, this Black woman was being dragged on TikTok because she decided to get a nose job. And I was just so fed up, y'all, from people supporting Diddy, people supporting Chris Brown, people supporting Tory Lanez. I had enough. I had to log out because I was about to start spazzing too. Okay? Seriously, it was just getting ridiculous. I was about to start spazzing. I started noticing that I was cussing a lot more because my temper was climbing, and I was gonna just snap. So I was like, let me go ahead and log out. And it was this video here. I'm like, God damn, it doesn't matter what app. It's TikTok, it's Instagram, it's YouTube. There's always a Black woman being dragged. It does not matter if you're in your natural. Because remember, that's Loren's natural body. That was Glow's natural nose. It's like, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's like your people are never satisfied. And then what makes it even worse is when your own people who look like you, who should understand your struggle, especially if she's a woman, and will still enforce and project the criticism constantly. It's like, damn. So I logged out. I was like, I'm deleting this shit. I can't do it. It was not good for my mental health. I talked to my therapist about it. This is why having community as a Black woman is so important. I talked to my therapist about it. We had an hour-long session, and she was just like, why don't you just take a break? And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. So this was the video that did it for me. By the time Glow started getting dragged, I was already off the internet. I was already off the apps. Thank God, because I probably would have been triggered by that too. I'm like, well, y'all been bullying. People have been bullying Glow regarding her nose for quite some time now. Seriously. Seriously. So we knew it was coming. Like, you should have known it was coming. You should have known. Should have known, should have known, should have known, should have known. Let me go ahead and play some reactions too. And see, they're still making fun of her too. So it's just weird. I don't get it. 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 And somebody, listen, if y'all are gonna drag Loren, then drag her for the fact that she's defending Diddy. Why are you dragging her for her body type? You don't think other black women have her body type? Drag her for her behavior. Whenever y'all see me dragging a black woman, I always drag her for her behavior, not because of what she looks like. And if you notice in other communities, they don't drag people for what they look like. They drag people for what they do. Like bad behavior. They hold them accountable for their behavior, not their looks. Okay? Like it makes a big difference because if you're dragging somebody based off of how they look and they look like you, what are you saying about yourself? That's what's so crazy. You don't ever see me dragging black women regarding their looks because I'm a black woman. Like we look alike. Like that's crazy. So, if you're gonna drag her for her behavior and the fact that she's supporting Diddy, not because of her. She has natural boobs. So do other women. That's crazy.
Did you see Glorilla got her nose done? No! No, please, Glo, please! Let me go see. Glorilla, please. We love that big ass nose. We loved it. I don't see no nose job. I see she got a filter on, but
Why, y'all? Why is she like this? I don't, I don't understand. Why is she like this? Y'all was not loving y'all was not loving Glorilla's nose before all of this. Like that's what's so fake about this whole reaction to her nose job. It's just so fake to me. Like people will literally bully you and then you are like, okay, well let me go get it fixed and then turn around and still be like, oh, but we loved your nose. We loved your face. We loved your body. We loved it's so y'all. You talking to the girl that lost 180 something pounds, and people be like, I didn't even know you was that big. And when I was big, every time I turn around, somebody has something slick to say about my damn weight. Please go to hell. Please go straight to hell. I can't stand it when people do that. Like it's just so fake to me.
So y'all, I think I'm one of the free people that actually like Glorilla new nose. But I'm not with the cosmetic surgery shit. What I don't like is the big ass lips that people go and get. Like, they look like they got stung by a bee. I don't think nothing wrong with Glow Nose. I feel like y'all just saying something wrong with it because y'all know she got it done. Y'all know her nose used to take over the majority of her face. So you know how annoying it probably was for her? And who cares if y'all like it? It only matters if she like it. Because it's her face, right? Right.
Y'all, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I didn't even notice. I didn't really single out her face when it came to her nose. She's black. Hell, I'm black. So she got a black face. I don't know. Like I don't know. People be but then you talking to somebody that I don't want to touch my face because I'm black. I don't want to get injections, fillers, none of that shit. Like I don't want to touch my face. So maybe that's why I wasn't looking at her nose like that, but she's black. Like so she has black features. I'm black. When I look in the mirror, I have black features. So I don't know. I was not looking at her like that. I don't get it. But then again, if you struggle with insecurities regarding your nose, maybe you were looking at her like that because you were comparing your features to her features. And so that's like a common thing when you project on other people. You tend to things are kind of singled out based off of your own insecurities when it comes to your own body image. And I think that is the situation here.
Everybody who is complaining about these black women getting their noses done are black people who don't got crazy ass noses. That's why I'm over here shutting the fuck up. My nose is not a Jay-Z nose. Glorilla got her nose done because Glorilla nose was wide. You know what I'm saying? I still feel like Glorilla nose is really good. But we need to stop acting like the black community do not like a wide ass fucking nose.
This is what I want to ask. Cuz y'all, I have white friends and they have had nose jobs. I have an Italian friend that got a nose job. She's not trying to be white. She just wanted to get rid of the hump that was on her nose, which is hereditary. Every woman in her family has like this little hump on her nose, right? So why is it that when black people get a nose job, we automatically assume they want to look white? Why do we always associate a slimmer nose with whiteness when there are black people with slimmer noses? I'm not understanding that, y'all. Can someone explain that to me? Because it's only when a black person gets a nose job where it's, oh, you're trying to look white, you're trying to look white. But there are black people with slim nose. There are also black people with slimmer lips. So are we really trying to look white? That's what I want to know. Because we all don't look the same. And then the way Glorilla got her nose job, it's not super slim and like small. She took in her nose like a few inches. You could obviously tell that, but she still has she still has the same shape of her original nose. It doesn't like she has a whole new shape. So that's what I'm like, it's it seems like it's an ethnic nose job. It does not seem like she went and was like, yeah, give me a European nose. It's not giving that, y'all. I'm sorry. So are black people allowed to get nose jobs or not? That's what I want to know. Can y'all let me know in the comment section? Because I don't think her nose looks European. It just looks smaller. It's like she got a nose reduction. That's it. So y'all let me know. Cause like my Italian friend, she got the little hump removed or whatever. She didn't really change the entire shape of her nose. She just got it kind of like reconstructed and that was it. So y'all let me know. I don't think Glorilla's nose looks bad at all. And I don't think that she went from a black nose to a white nose. I just think she reduced the size. That's it.
Black people gonna talk shit about you if you got a wide ass nose, especially if you a girl with a wide ass nose. That's everybody gonna talk about your wide ass motherfucking nose. Like, I don't know if Megan got her nose done. Like, I'm not sure. But how she contours it, it benefits her in a way because her nose is wide too. And I think she does it.
Thank you. Like I've seen European people with bigger noses too. I really think society has just done a number on us. That's what I think. Because we all come in different shapes and sizes. We all have different noses and things. But I do I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe we shouldn't categorize people just based off of these surface level things, like when it comes to our appearance, like a nose, lips, and things like that. Maybe that's the real issue here. Um, but yeah, I've been around the Caucasians that have bigger noses too. So I don't know. But then I've also been around black people that have slimmer noses. So I don't know, or black people that have slim lips. It's really crazy because I've seen black girls get lip injections, but I I don't understand like what's the problem with that if they have smaller lips. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. What y'all think about the lip injections?
Really good. You know what I'm saying? But we're not about to sit here and act like people in the black community don't talk about a wide ass nose, especially on a woman, y'all. We ain't about to do that. That's why SZA got her nose done, because her nose was wide too. Everybody's that's over here saying these black women are self-hating black women because they're getting their nose done. How about you walk around here with a wide ass nose? Nobody talking about the loud thing is that these women are going in these surgeon rooms and being like, surgeon, this is the type of nose I want. That's the reason why a lot of them are looking crazy. Because a lot of them aren't even being detailed of what type of nose that fits them when they want a new one. And everybody don't look like that. That's the thing. I've seen a lot of black women get their nose done on this app, and amazing. Amazing. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how to feel about this. Me and my niece, we have the same nose. And it's the main reason why I'm not touching my face. I don't want to touch my face. I want to look like if I have kids one day, I want to look like my kids and I want my kids to look like me. Does that make sense? I want people to know, like, that's my family. Them my people. This is where I come from. This is who I am. And when you alter yourself in that way, it's like you kind of take that away from you. I don't know. And yes, you can fall into the pressure of wanting to fit in and do this and do that. And I completely understand that. For me personally, I want a boob job. But then it's like, do I really want a boob job, or do I feel like I want a boob job because I am trying to keep up with a certain look, or do I want a boob job? And to be honest, I had to really sit and ask myself. I think the reason why I want a boob job is because whenever I want to wear certain tops, it makes it hard. And then, like, I'm in the South and it's hot down here. And so when I be trying to tape my boobs and stuff like that, it just be peeling off. Like, it just peels right off. So I'm just like, God, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the answers. What I do want to know is, do Black people have the freedom to make choices and decisions for themselves when it comes to their body without it happening, without it needing to be about white people and European standards all the time? Can it just be a decision that they're making for themselves based off of their lifestyle, or just based off of how they want to show up in the world? Because we already live in a system that's against Black people as it is. And y'all already know what I'm going to tell you, that when it comes to being in this system, play the game to win. I'm gonna tell you to play the game to win. And however you want to play that game, that's really up to you. Whether you want to wear your hair long, you want to wear it short, you want to date out of your race, you want to stay in your race, you want to have kids, you don't want to have kids, you go off to college, you don't go off to college, you create a business, you work a 9-to-5 job. All I'm gonna say is, like, play the game to win, though. Play the game to win. But to create all of these rules when we already are placed at a disadvantage, like to put rules on top of Black people and we're already placed at a disadvantage, to me just never made sense. So I'm not going to judge people for doing what makes sense to them in their life and how they want to show up in the world. But I'm not going to sit up here and try to make it seem like I didn't witness Black people bully Glorilla about her nose. Like, honestly, that was always a common thing with Glow. Like, that was it was always a common thing with Glorilla when she hit the scenes, was her nose. Her nose. I think people were comparing her to, like, at one point, a pit bull. Seriously. So it was just really, it was just getting really weird. And then this Black woman that went viral, this woman right here, I felt so bad for her because I'm pretty sure she was bullied a lot regarding her nose. So she decided to get it fixed. And then she continuously is getting bullied and dragged, and this time by millions of people.
My nose done, but after seeing that lady, and you know what lady I'm talking about, I think I'm gonna sit my silly ass down. I think I'm gonna, like, the filter, you really can't see how big my nose really is. It's just like, I mean, you can see it, but this part is real big, and I just want it, like, I want it to look like this for real. Just like this. You see it's a filter on it. Without the filter, it's like it's just like a hump right here. It's just like, I can't stand it. But you know what? I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone before I tear some up. She humbled me. She told me. She showed me. That was a sign.
And I got to be honest with you, when it comes to this whole nose conversation, I'm not really against people or Black people getting their nose done, because I'm not a Black person with a wide nose, or I'm not insecure about my nose. Does that make sense? So maybe you've been insecure about your nose since you were a small child. Who am I to tell you not to get your nose done? Everyone is going to take away from this topic what they want to take away from the topic based off of their own lived experience. But this is a woman who has had this nose, has always been insecure about the hump on her nose since probably when she was younger. And maybe she got teased for it. Maybe her family made fun of her for it as well, because that's a common thing too. Your family can be your first bully. So you never really know what people are going through and where it originated from. It's not always it's social media, or it's just the times. Everyone is changing and getting their nose done and things like that. Like, I believe that sometimes it starts from somewhere as well. And maybe that's just what she wants to get done. But then can we also think about how we make certain comments to people and that stuff can stick with them forever? So should we think twice about the things that we say and how we say them when we talk to people and interact with people? Seriously, I just want to know, because everyone is like, oh, natural bodies for the win, natural bodies for the win. And then y'all see a natural body and y'all shame it. I'm not understanding that. That's what I'm not getting. And then also, another reason I'm not Here we go. Another reason I'm not canceling Money Long. Let me go ahead. Where is it at? Is because of this. This is really what it is. Y'all ready? Okay.
You're gonna hate me for this, but I really don't care. Jesus died for Diddy too. A lot of people are forgetting the fact that as long as your heart is beating, there is still an opportunity to repent. He still has an opportunity right now with all of the list of stuff that he has done. He still has an opportunity to repent. He still has an opportunity to be redeemed and to be restored. The Lord tells us to love our neighbors as ourselves, and like it's like, what if Diddy was your neighbor? What if he was your neighbor? This is a demon doing. You would clearly see that this is the devil running rampant through a vessel. Like I have the heart to want to be like, Lord, set that man free.
And I have the heart to say, Money Long, girl, you was just having a bad day. The troll got the best of you. And you know what? I'm gonna forgive you. I'm gonna let it go. 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 If Black culture can forgive P. Diddy because Jesus died on the cross for his sins, I can forgive Money Long when it comes to her having an attitude on her live because of a troll and a bot that was bothering her and she got triggered. Okay? Cause I just think isn't it interesting how Black culture, how it's so quick to forgive the abusers, but a Black woman got a little attitude and it's the end of the world. Crazy, y'all. Crazy. So yeah, like Money girl, I forgive you, girl. I forgive you, girl. You gonna be all right.
You're gonna hate me for this, but I really don't care. Jesus died for Diddy too. A lot of people are forgetting the fact that as long as your heart is beating, there is still an opportunity to repent. He still has an opportunity right now with all of the list of stuff that he has done. He still has an opportunity to repent. He still has an opportunity to be redeemed and to be restored. The Lord tells us to love our neighbors as ourselves, and like it's like
You know it's a problem when your common sense doesn't stop you from the time the thought first enters your mind to you filming, editing, and then posting a video where you are quite literally hoping a person like Diddy makes it to heaven. And this is why I keep trying to tell y'all that racism, capitalism, the patriarchy, and the Abrahamic religions all go hand in hand. They are
And like I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm gonna save this for Patreon because she's about to go there, and I just don't want to deal with that today. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to this other video, but I just want to say like how we are so protective of the men in the community. Like the men in the community can do the worst of the worst, but a Black woman, all she gotta do is have an attitude, and it is just the end of the world. She needs to be canceled.
You're gonna hate me for this, but I really don't care. Jesus died for Diddy too. A lot of people are forgetting the fact that as long as your heart is beating, there is still an opportunity to repent. He still has an opportunity right now with all of the list of stuff that he has done. He still has an opportunity to repent. He still has an opportunity to be redeemed and to be restored. The Lord tells us to love our neighbors as ourselves, and like it's like, what if Diddy was your neighbor?
I don't think this woman is joking in the slightest. Like, she truly believes what she's saying. This is why a lot of Christians are actually very dangerous, because y'all would be the same ones to have your kids around these pedophiles, have your kids around these abusers in the name of Jesus. And then when your kids come up to you telling you what's going on, you're not going to listen to them. You're going to be like, that's not true. That's not happening. What if Diddy was my neighbor? What does that change? What does that change? This is why the church is so saturated with pedophiles. Literal pastors sleeping with 14-year-olds and their congregation, and y'all will literally let them get away with it and just pray over them and let them get away with it. The Bible says God help those who help themselves. Unless Diddy decides to change and be a better person, which, like, to change and be a better person, like, he knew exactly what he was doing when he was doing it. He wasn't like a child. He wasn't blinded. He knew exactly what he was doing. When he was doing it, he made those decisions. So for that man to decide to change and become a new person and repent, that is a personal situation between him and God.
They don't got nothing.
Right? That's a personal thing between him and God. He has to be the one to do it. You can't pray it away. You can't forgive him and then take that away. Like, y'all need to stop being stupid, because it's getting out of hand. This is why the church is filled with so much evil.
And you know what? I also want to say this. Okay, I've made it known on this platform that I'm not the biggest Megan Thee Stallion fan because of what she did to Kelsey. All right. However, I'm for what I believe is right, and I'm for integrity in Tory shot her, right? That's a fact. Whatever the case may be. I unfollowed Megan Thee Stallion because of what she did to Kelsey. It just really rubbed me the wrong way. And then when she went on Gayle King and she lied, right? She lied. But also, I'm big on forgiveness and moving forward. I'm not canceling Black women for not being perfect because even Tory can shoot her and not be canceled. So it's just interesting how the Black community facilitates abuse. I did not cancel Megan Thee Stallion as far as not listening to her music, but I did cancel her as far as not following her on social media because she would trigger me anytime she would pop up on my timeline because I went through friendship betrayal. So because of that, I'm like, okay, let me just distance myself and let me unfollow her. But I still support her music because it get me hype in the gym. Like, what can I say? It makes me sweat and get in shape. Like, hey. But am I going to cancel her? Cancel her? No, I'm not. I'm just not. I'm not. I understand what my trigger is with her when it comes to the relationship and friendship that she had with Kelsey and just how she went about it. I didn't really like. However, it's not getting to the point where I just want to take the abuser side or Tory side in the situation. I just know I have to separate my feelings from the truth of what happened that night. And I also need to understand that she made a mistake. It is what it is. And I don't have to like it. I don't have to agree with it. And I may not even be the fan that I was before. But at the end of the day, like, I'm not canceling her because it's just insane how the Black community supports abusers, rapists, uh, molesters, like just people who like men who do really bad things. And a Black woman, all she has to do is make a mistake, have a little attitude, be a little too personable or real, and she gets canceled. So I'm just not doing that, y'all. And it's like people want me to feed into that. I'm not. I'm not doing it. Like, it's crazy how R. Kelly is not canceled. People don't want to cancel P. Diddy. Oh, they're trying to bring the Black man down. Well, they trying to bring the Black woman down. That's why the trolls was on Money Long's live bothering her when she was just trying to enjoy her day. They trying to bring the Black woman down. So it's just like, come on, like, it's just ridiculous at this point. So I'm not canceling Black women. Now, what I would like to see though, because I cannot support toxicity. I cannot support dysfunctional behavior. I just refuse to do that. I'm a cycle breaker. I'm really big on making changes in the culture. So there is just a level of distance when it comes to my approach, when it comes to Black women. Like Ashley from Love is Blind. I just want her to do the right thing. I just want her to make things right with those kids. I want her to make things right with the other woman bride. And I just want her to be a woman about it and just admit that she was wrong so that we can all move past it. Will I hold it against her until the day that she dies? Absolutely not. Will I hold it against Megan Thee Stallion until the day that she dies? Absolutely not. Because the timing of everything, I was going through my friendship betrayal at that time, and I just couldn't support her at that time because of what I was going through in my personal life. So it's just like one of those things where it takes a level of emotional maturity. And so me recognizing that within myself, I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's just not a good idea that I follow Megan right now because I'm not in a good place. So I decided to do that. But I'm still listening to her music in the gym because it gets me hyped. It's like one of those situations where as Black women, I get it. Right? Like, there are some Black women out here that you just don't want to support. I understand that. And I'm not here trying to tell you that you should support Black women no matter what they do. No, you should support them up until they do something that you feel is just morally against what you believe in, your morals, your principles, and what you believe is right versus wrong. Like, I feel like there is a line that can easily be crossed. But my thing is, why is that not the same for Black men in the Black community when it comes to Black culture? I just don't understand, why is there always this abundance of grace to the point where we're giving support to abusers, men that create violence in the community? That's what I'm not understanding. Like, that's what I want to talk about when it comes to this video in the comment section. Once this video is saved, I want to hear from you about, why are we so quick to cancel Black women for making a mistake or having a bad day? Why are we so quick to do that? But then when it comes to Black men, we give them an abundance of grace and understanding, and, oh, he didn't mean it. Oh, he didn't do anything wrong. Or, you know what? Like Chris Brown. Oh my God. Every time I see Chris Brown, they're like, oh, they just don't want him to be great. They just don't know how to let his past be in the past. Did we forget about Chrisette Michelle? I'm gonna make sure to stream her music today when I get done with this live. I'm gonna be streaming Money Long, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, Money Long, 'cause I wasn't even really listening to her music like that, but I will be listening to it now. Also, Chrisette Michelle, I will be streaming her music later on today as well because it's just ridiculous, y'all. I just don't understand. And then Nelly, he performed for Trump. He's not canceled. Do y'all see what I'm saying? So, ladies, I just want you to think twice about when it comes to social media and how we're choosing to treat Black women in the comment section, how we're choosing to talk to them. Yet, literally, we can have a P. Diddy, a menace to society in the culture, still getting support. Let's think about that. Let's take a step back and really, really think about that. I'm not saying support dysfunctional behavior. I'm saying, why are we nitpicking when it comes to Black women so much? Like it's either a nose job or not a nose job. It's either her hair is laid or her hair is not laid. It's either she is, I guess, like she's just, I don't know, we have to clock every little thing about her from her shoes. Like I even saw Clarissa and how On Site posted a photo of her and they decided to zoom in on her shoes, and how Clarissa, and I'm talking about Papoose and Remy Ma, how Clarissa, because she's not like this baddie where she has like this bust down middle part and she's always dressed to the nine, like she's always getting clocked. And it's clear that this girl is just not into fashion and makeup and hair and all of that. Like she's a boxer. She has to hire a stylist to get her hip to certain things and things like that. But we're so quick to clock. Like, y'all, I will never forget. I saw on site that they had posted a photo of her feet on purpose so that she could get talked about in the comment section. And I'm just like, damn, what are we in high school? And this reminds me of when I was in high school, because I used to be the girl that used to wear the K-Swiss, and K-Swiss were not popular. You had to either have like Nike Jordans or something like that. But I like K-Swiss. So I used to get bullied for wearing K-Swiss. I would be walking down the hallway and they'd be like, look at those K-Swiss shoes. Da, da, da. And it's like, that's what it's giving. That's what it's given on these blog sites. That's why I had to take a break. I can't. I can't. And not every Black woman out here has to be dressed to the nine every time. Like, they're not going to always be on trend, and they have to fit into this category of being on point. Like, god damn. And then this is the thing that like really kills me, y'all, is like Black women have to be on point. There's no room for us not to be. We can't even have a bad day. We can't even have a bad wig. We can't have a bad weave. We can't have bad makeup day. We can't even have a bad experience at the nail salon and be like, damn, man, they really messed up my nails, and still be confident in that. Like, we have to be on point at all times. Are y'all not tired of that? And then the on point is getting worse and worse because the beauty standards have changed. So we used to go from 90s fine to your lace front better be laid before you leave the house, and you better have a wig on before you leave. And it's just like, damn, it's no bare face. You have to wear makeup. Your lashes have to be done. Your nails have to be done. You have to be on point at all times. And it's causing women to be depressed. Like, I've even seen commentary on social media where women are depressed because they don't have their hair done. But when it's about their hair not being done, it's really their wig not being on. It's not even about their hair actually being done. It's about their wig not being on. That's how extreme it's gotten when it comes to this whole clock it. You got to be on point at all times. It's just becoming exhausting. And then what happened to beauty being fun and expressive and feminine and fun and creative? What happened to that? It's now all like either you're on point or you're not. And it's like, it's causing depression, y'all. I've completely tapped out. Y'all got it. This is why I'm quick to call myself an auntie, because then I'll get a pass. I don't care. I'm out of my prime. I don't care about that. Call me out of my prime. Call me an auntie, because then I don't have to be on point. You know what I'm saying? People feel like I'm shading other women because I say, oh, prime. I'm happy to hit the fucking wall because now I don't have to, there's no standards for me to meet. I'm washed. Leave me the hell alone. I don't have to be on point. I can leave my house however I want to leave my house because I'm an auntie now. I'm washed. I've hit the wall. Leave me the hell alone. I'm happy to be in this place in my life, 30 and up. Because when I was younger, I was depressed. It's not shady to me. It's not. It's a blessing. It's called peace. That's what it's called. Leave me alone. Because before it was always clocking this. And it was from when I was a young girl. I'm talking middle school, high school, college. I've hit the wall. I get a break. It's called peace. I love it here. So people want to say, oh, you're not in your prime. I'm so blessed to be out of my prime because now I don't have to live up to shit. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. And when you're in your prime, people feel like you need to cater to them in this way, in this way, in this way. When you hit the wall, I hit it so gracefully. I'm just like, ain't nobody worried about me. It's peaceful. See, a lot of y'all feed into what men say because you need their approval. I feed into what men say in a way that serves me, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I hit the wall. Cool. Ain't nobody worried about me. Cool. The pressure is not on me anymore. It's on the 20-something-year-olds. It's not on me. I'm grateful. Like, I'm blessed. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? And so to me, people are like, oh, 30s, it's the new prime. I see it that way as well because I get to do things my way. I get to show up my way. I get to do what I want to do when I want to do it. If I want to do it, hell, I may not want to do it. And I can say no. And I'm not going to feel guilty about it. Like when I was in my 20s, if I said no, I felt so guilty about it. Your 30s is a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place to be. And it gets better. It gets better as you get older. And you will quickly find out that you have been lied to. You have been lied to. A lot of people think your prime is your 20s. It's really not. I can't wait to be 50. I cannot wait to be 50. I know the older you get, the more free you become in this life. And I'm just blessed to be able to say that I've made it here at a young age, right? 33, but I have so much more to look forward to. So I can't wait to be 50. I can't wait to be 60, 70. I will become more free the older that I get. And that pressure, it will be in the past. So I don't really care. I don't feed into the whole prime this, prime that. I mean, it is what it is. But do you be seeing the girls that be in their prime? They don't seem like they really happy. They feel like they have to keep up, keep up, keep up. It's always a keep up, keep up, keep up. When you hit the wall, there's no keeping up. You just show up and you're yourself. And there's a level of confidence that you did not have before because you were so deep in that, the pressure, the pressure, the pressure. It's the same thing to me. Yes, we have to wake up and be honest. Yep. This is so true. And when you talk to older women, when you really talk to older women, you see how at peace they are, how they don't care about a lot of things. And it's kind of very similar to when you see, I don't know about y'all, but like I see the difference in how when my parents raised me and my older brother versus how they raised my younger brother, they raised us differently. Like the youngest child is always raised just a little bit differently, very hands off. Like that's the energy as you get older, you step into. Like when my parents, when they were parenting my older brother and me, they were more like helicopter parents, tried to do everything right, try to get it right, try to get it perfect. And then when it came to my baby brother, they were just so hands off. Like, oh, I don't need to. It's like that. It's the same type of energy. So when you get older, it's a level of freedom, liberation that you really just did not have when you were younger. You were always nervous, paranoid, probably suffered a lot from social anxiety, insecure. You lack the confidence in the self-esteem, always second guessing yourself and questioning yourself. As you get older, that type of stuff really truly starts to fade away and you start to embrace yourself more authentically. And it's a beautiful experience. So with age, things get better, things become easier. And I just seeing the younger girls still kind of feed into the be on point all the time. It's really just to serve man. It's not even to truly serve yourself. Because I've talked to so many girls that get depressed if they're not on point at all times. It just gets exhausting. And then you being on point becomes a full-time job, right? It does. You feel like you got to put hours and hours into your appearance. And as you get older, you'll start to look at yourself and you'll start to see how you don't even have to put that much effort in. You just need to show up confidently, and you need to show up in a way to where you feel confident within yourself. And that's enough. It's a totally different experience. It's a totally different energy shift. And as you get older, you will experience that, which is why I'm never offended when people call me auntie. I'm never offended when people say I'm older or anything like that. I really like it here. I do. And this woman here, when it comes to this whole conversation about Jesus and P. Diddy, I just don't understand why when it comes to Black women, we can't even give grace when it comes to our hair. I just don't understand. We could give grace when it comes to something so extreme like abuse. Right. But when it comes to a Black woman in her hair, we have no grace to give at all. And it's the main reason why when it came to AD on Love is Blind, I didn't want to drag her for her hair. I've had a bad weave. Hell, I've had a bad hair day. I wasn't about to sit up and drag AD from Love is Blind because her weave just wasn't blending. I'm not doing that, y'all. I'm not.
I don't know if y'all read Revelations. I don't remember what part, but I remember one part of Revelations was talking about how when Jesus is going to come back, the 7 churches are going to get dismantled or something. I don't remember. If you read the Bible, you should know that just because it's a church don't mean it's a church. Just because someone says that they're Christian, that doesn't mean that they're a good person. You know what I mean? And here's another thing. Here you are imposing your religion. You know, you don't know if Diddy actually is a Christian or not. You don't know if that man is a Satanist. You don't know if that man is an atheist. You don't know what's going on with that man. But here you are imposing your delusional, righteous thoughts and beliefs onto somebody else. This is giving pick-me energy. It's giving patriarchal and misogynistic energy right here. A lot of women, we need to heal. We really need to heal from this patriarchal society that has freaking damaged our brains because y'all are not thinking right. You're not thinking right. Like, what if Hitler was your neighbor? You know, like the frick? Excusing grown men. This is the thing. Women excusing grown men. Like the man did not make a conscious decision again and again to do the things that you...
It's really crazy.
Mind you, Jesus did not die for nobody. Jesus was sacrificed. We killed him. When I mean we, I mean Christians, people killed him. Like, I don't think a lot of Christians understand. Like, I feel like a lot of Christians, right, if Jesus was to appear today, y'all would not like that man. Because y'all have this, a lot of Christians like to create this delusional, romanticized version of Christianity in the Bible that is not rooted in reality at all. Jesus was sacrificed by the people that he was trying to save. I swear, like, if Jesus was to come up today and start talking, I feel like y'all would do the same thing again because the things that he's going to say is going to go so against what you think you know, but you can't accept a new reality.
Y'all, that's all I wanted to say. I'm not canceling the girls. I'm not even canceling Ashley from Love is Blind. I'm just waiting on Ashley to do the right thing. That's all. I'm not canceling Black women. Black women don't do half as what these men be doing in the community. I'm sorry. Like, until we're out here unaliving people in the community and just being a complete menace for generations and generations and generations and generations, I'm not canceling Black women. Like, it has to be something like really, 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 really bad, like violent, or something like that for me. Like, you got to do something to kids or something like that. It has to be bad. But you having an attitude, you not making the best choice. I'm not going to hold that against you. I just want you to eventually get to a point where you recognize where you went wrong, you own up to it, you take accountability and ownership, and you move forward making better choices and decisions over your life. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for too much. I'm not asking for your weave to be blended all the time. Your lashes have to be done and your nails have to be done and on point. All I'm asking is that if you do something and you know it's wrong and you hurt someone and it could have been unintentional or intentional, you just correct it and you do right moving forward. That's all I'm asking. I don't feel like I'm asking for too much. But these men, it's just so incredibly weird how they can do the most violent things in the community, and people are so quick to forgive and give grace and say, oh, just repent, God will forgive you, all will be forgiven. And it's just, we never extend that to women in the community. I don't understand that. Like, you can have one too many kids and it's like the end of the world for you, or you could have multiple baby daddies, it's the end of the world for you. But a black man can go out here and literally unalive somebody, and it's like, oh, forgive, or free Dante, he didn't mean it, free Dante, you got to wear the shirt where it says free Deontay. It's just like, come on now, it's annoying. It's misogyny though. That's what that is. You are aware that is what that is. So I don't understand it. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's day. Y'all let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Are you going to forgive Money Long and let the situation go because she was just having a bad day? Honestly, she was allowing the trolls to get to her. You gonna let it go, or are you gonna hold it against her? Let me know. I'm not gonna judge you either way. It's your choice, honestly. But I'll catch y'all in my next one.